AITA for telling my girlfriend that we are not living together if she wants to split joint expenses proportional to income? This mess is killing me. What's your call? Hit me in the comments with your take or a drama you've faced. Clarification. It seems many assumptions are being made in the comments, so I need to clarify some things. Yes, I do love my girlfriend, but I have significant disagreements with her about money. Our biggest fights have been about money. Every summer, she takes a trip somewhere and puts it on a credit card. Last year, she bought a new car. She has a $700 per month car payment that her mother has to help her with. We have talked about these things. She gets defensive and tells me that I have no say over her money. I am all about saving. I own a small contracting and construction company with a friend. We started it not long before I met my girlfriend. In fact, I met her because I was doing some renovation work in her apartment complex. Basically, we are pinching pennies for the next couple of years to build up our nest egg and hire a stable team of people. So every dollar counts. If we were truly pooling our resources together, I would be okay with a proportional split. But that is not what we are doing. My girlfriend wants me to still have no say over how she spends money while doing a proportional expense setup. That is a problem for me. My friend who lives with me pays utilities. He does not pay any money to me. While I do not pay rent, I do pay taxes, insurance, and maintenance costs for the home. That has, on average, come to about $11,000 a year. My girlfriend will not pay toward any of these expenses if she moves in. She refuses to do so. My girlfriend currently pays $1,100 toward rent alone. What I am proposing would have her pay $200 to $250 toward utilities but nothing else. Post. I, 28 male, met my girlfriend 2 years ago. My girlfriend is in graduate school and lives off the small stipend she receives and student loans. I make fairly good money. My girlfriend wants to move in with me. I live in a house owned by my grandparents and do not pay rent, at their insistence. My girlfriend's current rent alone takes up almost her entire stipend each month. In addition, she has utilities, food, medical insurance, car payment, medical bills, credit card debt, and other expenses. The landlord is raising rent, and she has not been able to find a cheaper place that feels moderately safe and sizable enough for her and her dog. So, she wants to move in with me. I currently have a close friend who also lives here. He pays all the utilities as his rent. My girlfriend wants him to move out if she moves in, which he is fine with doing. I have talked to my girlfriend and stated that if she moves in, we should split the joint bills and expenses 50-50. She is greatly opposed to doing that and thinks it should be proportional. That would result in me paying virtually all the joint expenses. A 50-50 split would result in a significantly better financial situation for her. Right now, her living expenses are exponentially higher than her stipend. With this 50-50 split, they would be significantly less than her stipend. I would actually be paying more than I do now with a 50-50 split because I do not pay any utilities right now. I told her if she insists on a proportional split, then we cannot live together. She is angry and says I am causing her unnecessary stress. She believes we both can afford the proportional split, so that is what we should do. Am I the asshole? Commenter 1. My girlfriend is a nurse and makes more than I do, which is a nice change for me. She makes good money and in some but not all ways her taste reflects that, and I respect it as it is her money. The arrangement we have is that we split things 50-50 when usage is equal, such as internet and utilities. But we moved into a place that is nicer and more expensive than what I would have been fine with. So we pay proportional rent based on income. The same is true for activities and trips. It is an even split unless it is something more expensive than what I would have gone for otherwise, at her behest. Then she pays a higher percentage of the cost. We are both reasonable people, we love and respect each other, and thus far it has worked out very well. This one seems like the fairest arrangement in the entire thread. The most important factor is the ability to talk through and negotiate a resolution that works for both parties. Even if it is not 100% fair or whatever, both sides have to be okay with it. The original poster and his partner very obviously cannot find middle ground on finances, and that is a huge red flag. Absolutely, yes. So often these issues seem to happen because one or both people just refuse to have a proper conversation. My boyfriend earns 3 times what I do. He works so hard, and I would literally be lost without him. My health took a hit shortly after we bought our house. I lost my higher-paying job, and I had to go back to part-time retail. What did he do? He got a new job that paid more. He is an incredibly great guy. Things are getting better now, but I feel bad that I cannot contribute as much as I should be, and as a result, we cannot really go away on holidays right now. The thing is, we have regular conversations about it. We also have a firm agreement that if we were to split, we get back what we put in. We are on the same page. It seems like the original poster is trying to be reasonable here, and the girlfriend just wants more fun money. Commenter 2. In a relationship, you have to be aligned on financial mindset because the worst arguments are over money. I do not like arguing over money with family. When my brother was not sure about an investment we all went in on, then changed his mind but did not have the capital to put up, I did not have a problem with it. But my brother-in-law was upset because he thought, oh, now he is in suddenly because this is turning into a big thing. I just got tired of the arguing, so I put up my brother's share and gave him the net profit. My wife is generally as frugal as I am. Currently, I make 100% of the income, but we have been living together for 25 years, and there have been times she supported me. We are not afraid to spend money, but we are pretty aligned on what is worth spending money on and what is not. So, I do not have a problem with her spending my money. If anything, she is a little more frugal than I am. We talk through most expenses and consult each other pretty equally to sanity check each other. Relative to my income, our house payment is tiny, about 3.3% of my gross income, and we have no car payment, paid off 4 to 5 years ago. She knows how to manage money. She was in accounting for 20 years. It is not about tit for tat. It is about whether or not you are compatible enough to work through the small things. Money, to me, is the stupidest thing to get worked up over because if you are not in a relationship as a social compact to look after each other, then what the hell are you doing? If you are of a like mind, things will work out. If you are not, it does not matter how you split things. Eventually, it will not work out. Commenter 3. In my opinion, if you are looking to build a life with someone, being aligned in your financial goals and philosophy is very important. I speak from experience. I was in a similar position with my girlfriend when I was studying, and she had an apartment. We even had the exact same fight of 50-50 versus proportional. Except the roles were reversed, with me wanting to pay at least 50% while she insisted that she should pay more due to her earning more at the time. Yes, we are married now. The big difference here is that you were both trying to put the other first. That is the sign of a relationship that will go the distance, in my opinion. You were both trying to put the other first. That is kind of the definition of love. I think we have all read or should read O. Henry's short story, The Gift of the Magi. Yes, many modern relationships seem like the opposite of the gift of the Magi. When that happens, I think it is best to view it as a red flag. Commenter 4. My ex-boyfriend was like that. I made significantly more than he did, but he did not want me contributing extra. I found other ways to do it by paying for travel, buying tickets to events we both wanted to go to, buying all the groceries, he was a great cook, and so forth. It was a way for us to enjoy having extra money while respecting his desire to contribute equally to regular expenses. Another ex-boyfriend was from a country where it is expected that men pay for everything, so when he was in graduate school and I was working, he would insist we could not go out because he could not afford it. He did come around to understanding how unfair that was and that it was a lose-lose idea. As soon as people start bitterly complaining that financial disagreements mean someone is a gold digger or taking advantage, in my view, your relationship is very much on the rocks. Commenter 5. Yes, it sounds like they are financially incompatible. She is still going to take trips and spend money she does not have once she moves in. She has a $700 monthly car payment she cannot afford, which is irresponsible. She has her mother paying it. That, for me, would be a red flag. I bet if he lets her move in, she will be like, you have the money. Can you help with my student loans? Cover my rent and so forth? Do not do it. Original poster. I moved in with my childhood best friend, who was like your girlfriend. Taking trips she could not afford, buying clothes, purses, you name it. I ended up working 2 jobs to keep a roof over my head. She leaned on me because I was the responsible one and had a better job. She still has no money and lives with family. She still is buying things she cannot afford. I agree, red flag. I wonder if she would want a proportional split if she were making more money. She should be grateful to move in. She is the one benefiting, bringing a dog, asking him to move the paying roommate out. It is all for her, and then she asks him to cover more. There is not a loving balance here. She is looking to the original poster to support her, but will not allow him to comment on her finances. Yet she will willfully comment on how he should spend, for example, spend more to have her move in. This entitlement only gets worse later on. Marriage is teamwork and sacrificing to work as one. That is how you are successful. Each of you wants to make the other better, not just yourself. Commenter 6. You are financially incompatible and will not work out in the long run. This is the answer. The girlfriend throws herself into debt while he is saving and working on a business. I would say break it off. I have had an ex-girlfriend who was terrible with money, and it was an absolute mess. The fact that she is living off a stipend and has a $700 monthly car payment that her mother has to help her with told me everything I needed to know. I have corrected spelling, grammar, and punctuation errors, e.g., I to I, your to you are, $700 to $700. Expanded abbreviations, e.g., GF to girlfriend, OP to original poster, and ensured consistency. The content, tone, and structure remain unchanged. If you send additional stories or comments, I will apply the same corrections. Please provide any further content you'd like me to process.